the Panasonic indoor home monitoring camera, the HomeHawk camera, with a 16 gigabyte storage card included. Now I'm going to be using this as a baby monitor, and I will show you in the link description. The link is in the description below for this one, but also the runner-up of the baby monitor that I was considering. However, I will tell you up front that this is far superior of a product for a baby monitor. Things that the other baby monitors don't do. Now, off the bat, this connects to a smartphone. And in connecting to a smartphone, I don't need multiple monitors, which can get expensive, and some of the baby monitors don't even include it. So this is it here. It's very nice, very stylish. It's got some good weight behind it. And it has some features that are very, very convenient. Okay, now on this camera, you have this feature right here. It's a shutter. If you are in the room and you don't want any access to the video camera, right there you have a very nice closing shutter. It has some tension to it when you close it, and when you open it, it almost pops and locks into place. So it's not going to accidentally slide down. Now on the bottom here, this little thing right there, that is a temperature sensor. So if it's getting too hot in the room, it can send a signal. That is extremely useful if you have children or pets. You don't want a room to get too hot, and that is absolutely awesome. Not a feature that is common at all that I found on baby monitors. Now what it also does is it has motion sensor and sound sensing to send notifications to your phone, and it has two-way sound. So I can speak through this and the baby will hear me, or I can hear the baby. I could just turn the microphone on from my phone. So it's a really powerful thing. It has a wall mountable plate that's very easy to install, and it can be positioned just about any angle that you want. Now the actual camera angle itself, let's see if we can get this focused. The actual camera angle itself is 140 degrees, which is quite wide, which is what you want. So that is why I got this. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the attachments here and things that it comes with. Of course, you have the manual, a quick setup guide, a micro SD card and adapter, because it will store and record, and once it fills up, it will just start recording over again. So if nothing eventful happens, then it will just record over. So you have a window of time to go back and check your recordings if you were suspicious of something or something happened. And here is the power cord and cable, which has considerable length to allow you to mount it high up on a wall. And it is a wall wart, but it does not cover both plugs, which is also very nice. A lot of times I will get a flush plug extension cord and then plug this in and let it go behind a dresser that way. So this would be plugged into an extension cord, and the extension cord, they make them so that they mount, plug in, and they're totally flush to the wall, or as flush as possible, so you could have a dresser very close. Alright, so this camera here, if you have any questions, let me know in the description below, but I'll go ahead and go through some of the features that it has that make it worth picking. Now, one of the things that you want to note, like I said, it has this heat sensor here. You don't want to put this in a room that gets over 104 degrees, and you also do not want it in a room that gets below freezing, 32 degrees or 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. It's not meant to operate in those temperatures or in extremely high humidity. So if you have a very damp basement, you may experience problems with the functionality over time. And up here is the brightness sensor, that little dot there. And it has night vision as well. It is also a full HD 1080p camera, so you're going to get high quality video footage. It has the privacy shutter. Now the microphone is this little speck right there. That little dot right there is the microphone. And then down here, I don't know how well you can see it, there, that black line and the reflection. Once it's plugged in, that is the LED indicator. Okay, turning it onto this side, you have the SD card slot right there. And when you're ready to set up the camera, you just push that button right there. Down here is where it plugs in with the USB adapter that is just for power. It's not to connect as a webcam or anything like that. And then inside that little slot right there is the reset button. And like I said before, it has that temperature sensor there. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through the setup process to see how easy it is. So the wide side goes down, just plugs in like that. Okay, and here on the iPhone, that is the app that you want, the HomeHawk Panasonic Corporation app. It only has 9 ratings, so to me that's not big enough to actually give an indicator of how good of an app this is. Okay, and now that it's plugged in, I'm going to be inserting the micro SD card. Now, if you don't want to record video, if you don't want to have stored files, then you don't need to put this in. However, I don't see why you wouldn't. So we'll go ahead and put this in. And it kind of has a spring tension. So once you hear it click, then it is installed, and I'm downloading still. Okay, so this LED here is now green. So if you recall, it started as red, it is now green, and that is a good sign. It takes about a minute for it to reach that green status light. And the app is done downloading, so we will go ahead and open the app. You have to accept their terms and conditions. So we will allow it to send us notifications. And then click accept. And yes, we are in the United States. Okay. All right, it is green. Now we're going to set up. So it says all your base is the wireless network. I'll press the setup button on the back of the camera. It's blinking green. Okay, just have to enter the passcode to my wireless network. And it is now connecting. We have a white blinking light. Okay, press the setup button for 1 second. This password will be required when adding another mobile device. the HD camera. Almost done. Give this mobile device a nickname. Call this Andrews. All right, it is connected and ready to go. So let's go ahead and check it out. See if we can get. There's new firmware. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn off the sound. Let's go ahead and see. All right, so it's 82 degrees. I think that's a bit high, but this looks really crisp, very clear. You can see the hole that the the hole on my ceiling that was patched from the electrician that put in my lights. But this is very good. It gives you a little time date stamp in the bottom corner. I can record. I can talk. Let's see if it lets me talk. Okay, push to talk mode, half duplex mode. We'll do push to talk. Hello, test, test, test. So it's looping back and forth because the mic is right here on the camera or on my phone. You can take a snapshot. Of course, you have to give access to your camera. And then you have access to videos. Now, one of the things that it talks about is the motion detection, but also sound detection. As far as, so we didn't really record anything, so that's not going yet. But the motion detection works better from left to right across the lens like this versus back and forward. It's harder to detect, so keep that in mind when you position your camera. I'll just show you a few more settings. Video settings, notification settings, wireless settings, sensor settings, automatic login, wireless access point, all kinds of information. And you can adjust the frame rate, the camera resolution, which would affect the amount of time you can record, and you need to have a fast internet speed. I have 100 megabits per second 5G in this home, so we can go ahead and go full HD, which I would prefer. I always hate bad security camera footage. It's the worst. You can add another camera, remove a camera, or go into remote access mode. So there's very many features on this. So that is my initial review. I'm going to go ahead and set this up. I will do another video later. I do have another camera that I will do a review on. I'll do another video on this after I've used it for some time, let you know how I feel about it. But I'm also going to be doing another video of this camera that I purchased. I'll put a link for this one. This one has a 360 movement. It's a panning camera. I was going to use this to film the goings on outside through a window. So it'll still be inside the house. I have to adjust my camera so you can actually see it. But this is the Samsung WiseNet camera, and this is the Panasonic HomeHawk. Let me know what you think if you have one that you prefer. Like I said, this will be a baby monitor, but that's the initial setup. Those are the features. That's why I bought this one, and I think I'm going to be very happy with it. It sends you instant notifications according to the settings of either motion or sound, and I'll just say not now for that update. But let's go ahead and check. Now the 1080p video feed is a bit excessive for an iPhone. You don't need, so I may lower that. It uses less network bandwidth. It will have an easier time. But yeah, very excited, very cool, very easy to use. So you can schedule recording times, you can schedule a motion or sound sensor or a temperature sensor, and then the camera will start recording. If you have a certain decibel range, it will start recording. Well, not decibel range, I guess just if it hears any sound whatsoever or motion. So I've been using the HomeHawk camera for several months now, about 5 to 6 months, as a baby camera, and it is fantastic. It lets you select the area that you want to have the motion detecting affected, and so you don't get, if somebody walks by but it's not the baby, it won't detect it. And you can have multiple users with the app log in and check the status, and it will send you messages that motion is detected or sound has been detected. And so if we have a babysitter and the baby's asleep, we will know if there's any kind of disturbance going on. And the video is great. It allows you to record. The night vision is fantastic as well. And one of the nice things, now I showed you that pan tilt camera at the end of this video. I ended up returning it because HomeHawk does not require you to have any kind of membership or pay any fees. And it was compatible with my older iPhone, my iPhone 5S, whereas the pan tilt was not. So I just returned that, and I plan on getting some more HomeHawk cameras just to have an integrated system. I like all of the features. I don't use them all often, but I like that they are there just in case I want to change a setting. And the SD recording is nice. We've captured some very precious moments with our baby and the kids interacting with the baby, getting it out of the crib or trying to entertain it, stop it from crying. So that was an unexpected treat that we got by having this camera. So as a home security camera, it's fantastic. As a baby monitor, it's even more fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We'll be doing some more reviews and other videos. So let me know what you think. Subscribe for more videos. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.